Richard Lambertson and John Truex know what it takes to make a woman want to have a terrific handbag, satchel, clutch, or tiny blue wallet. They are the co-founders of Lambertson Truex. They are accessory designers who tote around impressive resumes. It is my pleasure to welcome Richard Lambertson and John Truex to Studio 4 to tell us more.
Hi, how are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. And I'd say impressive resumes because when I was going through the list, there was like Gucci and Bergdorf Goodman,
Carlos
Prada,
Fulci, Calvin Klein.
Calvin Klein. Really, when I was in New York, Jeffrey Bean. When I was in New York, I had the privilege of having really expensive martini at the Four Seasons, the IMP Four Seasons, and there was Calvin Klein having one too.
There you go.
Well, who knew? How'd you get into this, accessories designing?
You know, I graduated from the University of Cincinnati and I moved to New York in 1985 and I wanted to go into advertising. So I hit the streets and for some reason I ended up as an office assistant at Carlos Fulci. And from there I just gained years of experience and accessories became my life.
Accessories became my life. I like that. And a few other things.
Exactly.
Perhaps. How about you?
Well, I started working with Jeffrey Bean and worked in the design studio there for a few years. And from there, I started my career in retail, and I went from luxury department store to luxury specialty store to Gucci, lived in Italy for a few years. And so I've been doing this for like 20-some years.
My. And so when a woman who has thousands and thousands of dollars, when Mrs. Trump comes in the store to buy the Kelly bag, you've been there.
Yes.
Okay. Tiffany's. You get the gig. I'm assuming they called you, or did you call them, or how did it work?
Fortunately, they called us.
They called us. And it was just the right time. It was the right time for us, the right time for them. They were looking to build an accessory collection, and we were looking for new projects. So we started in 2009 in May, and by February of 2010, we had a full collection ready to go.
And the parameters were, now you're talking to Mr. Tiffany, and he's saying we have to have the signature blue, we only want calf skin, we only want buffalo hide, none of that.
No, it
so
was an
they gave you
open
the
book.
freedom.
Well, you know, Tiffany's had many designers come through the doors over the years, and the one thing about Tiffany is they pride themselves on quality and craftsmanship, and they realized that they were not experts in the leather field. They knew about diamonds, they knew about gold, and they came to us for that expertise and literally gave us carte blanche to just, you make a collection, you merchandise a collection for us, and we'll take a look at it at the end of the year, and we'll see where it goes.
Sure, it's their designer collection. It's not like you call Elsa Peretti and say, will you make me a tiny bauble? No. Or Frank Gehry.
Right.
You could design a building, or maybe you could design a ring for Tiffany's. You know,
No, this
whatever.
is a full collection of small leather goods, day bags, evening bags, bags for women, bags for men. So they gave us a design studio and said, go out and design.
And where did you start? Do you sketch?
We sketch, but this collection we started by just researching the history of Tiffany, diving into the archives, looking at pieces of jewelry, meeting customers, and just learning and understanding the Tiffany woman. And then we started sketching and went off for about 4 months and developed a full collection. Every hardware piece, all the details inside the bag, the shapes themselves, are all new and fresh.
And trendy, I'm assuming.
Very trendy.
And traditional.
And traditional.
At some point.
It's a tough combination. You want to be forward and aggressive with the fashion, yet Tiffany stands for timeless quality design, and bags that we've designed can be passed from generation to generation.
Of course. So you look at the Cartiers, the Hermes, the Tiffany's always, or like that Kelly bag. Hello.
Timeless.
Timeless. I wish I had one. Now, colors.
Well, it's fall, so we use jewel tones. I mean, they seems like a logical place to start. And the colors of the season are wonderful burgundy. There's a wonderful pesto color that you don't see here. There's a beautiful navy blue that's kind of timeless and seasonless.
Is that the Manhattan satchel?
That
That
The
is.
navy
It
green
matches your
leather.
outfit
I have a list here.
perfectly.
It says they're bringing the Manhattan satchel, navy
This is
green
one
leather.
of our first
You
bags.
did your homework.
Yes.
I did.
And this
Beautiful.
is a great bag that a woman can invest in and just carry it every day for many years, put it away, rediscover it. It really, again, is a timeless design, but I think very fashionable.
You bet. And I always notice details because I'm a bit of an accessories buff. A little of the signature Tiffany blue on the end.
A little wink of Tiffany blue.
A little wink. So if you don't think this is a Tiffany bag, look at the end of the latch. Or what's this called? The clasp.
And now what do you see inside?
Oh my. So,
Yes. So
aside from
all
this,
of our bags
aside from all the money you brought me.
all the bags are lined in Tiffany blue leather.
Yeah.
And you can see as well, great organizational detail. I mean, today a woman leaves at 6 in the morning and goes home by 8 at night, and she needs to have that organization.
Your life
inside
is
her
in
accessory.
your bag.
Absolutely.
And men are carrying bags, or are they, in New York,
Oh,
in the
absolutely.
trendy cities? They are?
Larger totes,
You know, guys
messenger
are going to the
bags.
gym, they're going to
Right.
work, they, you know,
Sure.
the briefcase is kind of dated. You know, people have to
Right.
have compartments for their computers, their cell phones, their iPhones, or whatever. You know, it's not like iPads, rather. You know, it's not like it used to be where you had a steno pad and a pencil and a sandwich.
No, things have changed. You noticed. The reversible tote. I think I saw Jennifer Aniston. Not
Yes, we
in the
have,
flesh.
We have many fans.
But I saw her in a picture, and she had one of these.
She did.
Was it?
And
This is it.
this is the reversible toe. Actually, the first bag we designed. We wanted to come
there
up with
she is.
something new and fresh and
She's in the
different.
studio here with us.
Oh, yes. She comes by a lot.
And this bag completely reverses. So here you have this
great.
light walnut that reverses into a metallic color. It's available in Tiffany blue, which reverses to silver, the beautiful garnet,
Got it.
black, etc. It's
So
a great.
depending on your mood.
Exactly.
And now, safety factor. We always think about, oh, look at here.
A little pouch.
Look at the little
So you
pouch.
can put your valuables or your
Of course.
cosmetics or
And if you're lugging your life in your bag, which many of us do, and then you're going to the trendy cocktail party after,
There you
just
go.
slip out of this and not out of this.
Into
You
that.
slip into this. Exactly. I'll get it right. Okay, that's a beauty.
Yeah, this is a great bag. It's available in 2 sizes.
So this would be the large size?
That is the large size, and we have a bit of a smaller top handle size as well.
Okay, and the weight is important in a bag, as you know.
Very important. To our customer, weight and detail are very important, both details. And this is one piece of leather that's completely constructed, so there's no filler, no stays, interior support.
Yeah,
it's like
when-
a piece of clothing.
Sure, when I buy one, I always put it over my shoulder empty, because if the bag's heavy empty,
Yeah. You know what's coming.
you know you're going to the chiropractor. Look at this.
Yes.
That's our
Hello.
favorite.
What's that called?
This is the bracelet bag, inspired by
I'm making a mess.
a
As
collection
a designer,
of
I'll make you
jewelry.
crazy. Okay.
So
This
this
is
is the
called?
bracelet bag in 100% satin, and Tiffany has a collection of silver beads, and we took that inspiration and applied it to a handle detail here.
Just try it on your arm.
I saw one of those Tiffany necklaces. They look like pearls, but they're silver.
exactly.
And you can wrap and wrap and wrap them. I
And
did
this is
wrap
a
and wrap and left them
sweet
in the
little
store.
bag.
See again. Every
A little
inside, well, not
surprise.
every inside, because not in the reversible, but here you go.
Right.
And you
And at a cocktail party, you just put that on your arm, it becomes a bracelet, and you're hands-free, basically.
good plan. Yes.
See?
Okay. I had Ross Lovegrove in, the famous industrial designer who designed the Sony Walkman and all of that. And he designed the watch for Tiger Woods.
Right.
And I tried it on, hoping he'd leave it, but it didn't happen. But it was a good hint, wasn't it? And, ooh la la.
This would be one of our fashion bags, a little deco and feeling. Again, the silver bead on the top, a real strong signature. And here, just sort of a free-form collage of studs on Napa. Again, the Tiffany blue, a little surprise.
Well, I always think a rabbit or something will jump out, but that's not the
It does
case.
have a little
But you know,
Alice
if
in
you take out
Wonderland
the
feel.
stuffing, because this bag without stuffing, I know they always stuff them,
Yeah.
but look here.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, that's
Very
great.
chic.
And if you do pick up something,
And it does have a
You
strap.
have- oh, it
does
has
have
a
strap inside.
strap,
Concealed.
alack, great. So,
I
but
love the
the
sound
point
when you
is,
close
you
it.
can expand.
Exactly.
Right?
Have as little
You've
or as much.
thought of everything. Now, the wallet, the signature blue.
We have a
The Audrey
full
Hepburn.
collection of accessories, and here the large zip wallet in Tiffany blue. It is a great statement, a great signature, and it's also available in other colors, but the Tiffany blue wallet will never be lost inside your bag.
Well,
You
everybody
will
will
always
know where
find
it's
it.
from.
Plus,
That
it's easy
too.
to find in your black bag.
And if you can't afford a Tiffany wallet, buy a Tiffany paper bag.
Well, we have a
Waltz
variety.
down with that,
We
right?
have a variety of products that we're offering, a variety of price points.
Yeah.
You can get a luggage tag that we redesigned, little coin purse, actually a little bookmarker, zip
Okay.
pouches, great
Well,
things.
start there till you make your big real estate
Absolutely.
investment.
Exactly.
You know, your New York loft.
Yeah, I was making notes after your last segment.
Bet you were. Where do you live in New York?
We live in Midtown on 57th Street, very close to the stores, so
How great. Yeah, and if I walked inside your place, influenced by, because designers always have something hot in the living room, you know, the Eames chair or the Art Deco chandelier.
our personal style is very spontaneous. It's vintage paintings, pieces that we've picked up from our travels. We like to have things that mean something close to us
Sure.
at all times. So our apartment and our home is it's very eclectic and very spontaneous.
Okay. And price point on the bags. We're looking, when you said price point, we're starting in the low hundreds and going to what?
Well, the small leather goods.
When Mrs. Trump buys a bag.
Okay, well, basically the small leather goods and pieces start anywhere from $95 and
Right.
go up. But the opening price point in the handbag is about 400
Right.
Canadian dollars, and they go up to about
About 2,000.
There's one in the States, it's $20,000.
Yes,
Right.
that is part of our couture
You'll
program.
have to come to
and
New York to
exotic.
get that.
I will have to, yes. Okay, and then I'll have to live in it and drive it. But that's okay, I love this one.
Isn't that
This
great?
is,
Very
a-
edgy.
is another great statement piece. It's our fall Genevieve, and it's in the hair calf, printed to look like a leopard print.
Wow, they all have names. That's Genevieve.
That is the Genevieve.
Well, who knew?
Yeah,
I thank you.
lovely
Nice
to
to
meet you.
meet you.
Well, thank you.
Nice to meet you, thank you. Richard Lambertson and John Truex, designers.